welcome to Mindful Minutes. My name is Jillian and today we are going to do another beginner yoga sequence. So to get started, let's just go ahead and take a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you, cross-legged, soles of the feet together, half or full lotus, maybe even your legs all the way out in front, whatever that means. Let's go ahead and focus on our posture first. So sitting nice and tall, let's let our shoulders slide down our back. Let's close our eyes and let's let the crown of our head reach towards the ceiling. Widen across our collarbones, widen across your shoulder blades, hug your belly in towards your spine, and keep the spine and neck tall. Let's turn our focus to our breath for a few moments, taking a few deep inhales and exhales, uniting our breath and our body. And while we settle in and focus on our breath, let's go ahead and think to ourselves, I am focused. And what does it mean when we say, I am focused? It means that our awareness is focused and centered on the present moment. It means that we can direct our attention to where it needs to be. And it means that we are in control of our thoughts, and our mind is centered and calm. When we are focused, we can achieve our tasks. We can get things done and meet our goals. When we are focused, our brain doesn't feel so scattered. Let's go ahead and on an inhale, bring our hands to our heart. Let's see if we can connect with our heartbeat and say to ourselves one more time at the start of this day, I am focused. Let's go ahead and take our hands back down to our knees. Let's go ahead and tip our head to one side, stretching along your neck. Bring your chin towards your chest, feeling a nice stretch along the back of your neck, and roll the head to the other side. And again, tuck your chin towards your chest, roll your head to one side, and tuck your chin to your chest, roll it to the other side. Let's go ahead and bring our arms all the way up to the ceiling. Bring your hands together. Bring them all the way back down and back to the knees. Let's go ahead and do a few circles, working out our spine. And let's go ahead and reverse direction, circle it the other way. And then we're gonna move with the breath. As we inhale, let's bring our arms all the way up. Exhale, let's float them all the way back down. Twice more, inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. And once more, inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way back down. Now this time, we're gonna bring our arms all the way up. We're gonna grab our elbows. We're gonna press our arms back behind us, big stretch. Maybe even tipping to one side and tipping to the other. All the way back up. Reach your hands nice and tall and then float them down to the sides. Let's go ahead and stretch our legs long in front. I'll turn this way. Let's shake our legs out. And sitting nice and tall, we'll point and flex our toes. And we'll roll our ankles. And we'll go ahead and plant our feet about hips width apart. And we're gonna start in a boat position. So notice my spine is nice and long. We're gonna keep our arms out to the sides, but if you have trouble balancing, we can put our arms right back behind us. We're gonna lean back, keeping our spine nice and long. Feel your belly hugging towards your spine. All right, already our bellies are working, our legs are working nice and strong. We're gonna lift one leg and then the other, coming into a boat pose. Let's take 5 breaths. Inhale. 4. It's okay if your muscles start to shake, that's just your body working. 3. And 2. And one more big breath in. Slow exhale. And bring them back down. Give your knees a hug. Tuck your chin to your chest. Big breath. And a little bit more onto our boat pose. Again, we're going to take our arms out to our sides, or if we have trouble balancing, we'll keep them right back behind us. We're going to lean back. Keep your belly nice and strong. We're going to lift one leg and then the other. And this time, we're going to tap opposite legs. And we're going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. One more time. Tuck the chin to the chest. Big breath. Inhale. And exhale. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to bring the soles of our feet together. We're going to come into our butterfly posture, grabbing the feet, lengthening through the spine, maybe rocking side to side, pressing those knees down to the ground. And then round your head down towards the toes. Let's take 2 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And all the way back up. Planting our feet again, hips width. We're going to scoot our hips towards our heels. And we're going to lay on our back. We're going to get ready for our bridge posture. So we're going to plant our arms down by our sides, palms and forearms pressing down. We're going to keep our legs nice and strong, and we're going to inhale, lifting our hips up to the ceiling, and then exhale, lowering them back down. 4 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Now before we start that one more time, we're going to windshield wiper our legs side to side, just releasing our low back. And back to stillness. Now this time we're going to hold our bridge. So we're going to press down through our palms. Inhale, lift your bridge all the way up. Maybe you might even support your hips, just holding your hands right here. Now if you feel okay and you feel nice and strong here, you might lift one leg to the ceiling. And we can count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that foot back down. Lower your hips. Windshield wiper those knees. If holding the leg to the ceiling is too tough, you can keep both feet on the ground and just count to 5 from your bridge. Let's restart. And if we're doing one leg lifted, we'll do the other side. Plant your hands down, lift your hips up. Maybe we hold the hips with our hands. And if we want to, we'll lift that other leg up to the ceiling and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that foot back down. Lower the hips. Let's hug our knees into our chest and rock side to side. Now instead of rocking side to side, we're going to rock forward and back all the way up to sitting and then all the way back down again. So it looks like this. Rocking up and rocking back. Rocking up, rocking back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one will come all the way up to sitting and stay there. 1. Nice cross-legged position. Let's go ahead and just do some circles again now that we're seated. And the other way. And then back to stillness. Let's bring our arms all the way up to the ceiling, interlace and lift. And then float them all the way back down. We're going to come onto our hands and our knees. So we'll swing our legs back behind us. Hands and knees. And we'll do 3 cat-cows here. So as we exhale, we round our back like a cat. As we inhale, we relax our belly down like a cow. 2, round your back through cat pose. Relax your belly through cow. 1 more, round your back through cat. Relax your belly through cow. Neutral spine. Let's widen our knees, bring our toes to touch. Let's sink our hips all the way back to our heels. Walk our arms forward, coming into child's pose. Nice stretch for our arms. Maybe you can even fold your hands back behind you, stretching your upper arms a bit. And let's take 3 big deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Let's reach those arms forward and come all the way back up to our hands and our knees. Coming into a plank position, we'll step 1 foot back and then the other. And if plank position's too tough, we can drop to our knees into knee plank. So we're gonna hold our plank position and we're gonna slowly lower all the way down to our bellies and then press up through cobra and back through child's pose. Let's do that twice more. Coming through our tabletop position, we'll step back through a plank pose. Very slow, lower all the way down to your belly. Press up through cobra and fold back to child's pose. And once more, let's come back to our hands and our knees for table. Step it back to our plank pose. Squeeze your belly nice and tight. Slowly lower all the way down. Press up to your cobra and back to your child's pose. Catch your breath, 2 breaths. 1 and 2. Let's come back to our tabletop position once more. And we're gonna tuck our toes, lift our hips to the ceiling, and come back into our downward facing dog. You might wanna take your dog on a walk, bending 1 knee and then the other. And press those heels down. Let's come into 3-legged down dog. We'll stretch 1 leg up towards the ceiling, maybe bend the knee, stretch it back up, bring the foot down. Other side, lift that leg to the ceiling, bend the knee, and back up, back down. We're gonna do that 1 more time, but we're gonna step through. So we'll bring our right leg to the ceiling, and then step your foot between your hands. Ground that back heel down, and we'll sweep all the way up to warrior 1. Let's bring our arms back behind us. Grab hold of your opposite elbows and lift your chin and chest towards the ceiling. Now relax your hands down, grab hold of your hands, folding forward. This is humble warrior. Come all the way back up, reach those arms nice and tall, warrior 1. And then bring your hands back down on the ground. Come onto the ball of your back foot. Let's step back to our plank position once more. Slowly lower all the way down. Press up through your cobra and back through your child's pose. Come to your table again. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to your down dog, and we'll repeat that on the other side. Let's bring our left leg to the ceiling. Bring your knee in, plant it down between your hands. Ground that back heel down, sweep the arms up. Warrior 1 on the other side. Bring your arms back behind you, grab hold of the elbows, press your chin and chest towards the ceiling. And then relax the hands down, grab your hands, folding forward, humble warrior. Coming all the way back up, reach your arms high. Again, staying nice and focused. And we'll bring our hands back down. And we'll come to the ball of our back foot and let's step it back to plank. 1 more time, lower all the way down. Come to your cobra. And back to your child's pose. Coming back to our tabletop position once more, we'll step between the hands, come into our forward fold, letting our head hang heavy, and relaxing with the breath for a moment. Softening your knees, coming all the way up, bring your arms overhead, and bring them back down to heart center. Let's go ahead and turn long ways on our mat. We're gonna step our legs slightly wider than hips width, and our toes are gonna be pointed out slightly. We'll bring our arms out to the sides, coming into star position, and we'll tip to one side, reaching one arm all the way up to the ceiling, feeling a nice stretch along the side of your body. Come back to center, and let's tip to the other side, and all the way back up. Coming into our squat or our goddess position, we're gonna bend in our knees, sinking our hips down towards the ground. We're gonna bring our arms up, shoulder height, almost like goalposts. And 5 times, we're gonna reach all the way up and sink all the way back down. 4, all the way up, all the way back down. 3, rise and sink. 2, rise and sink. Last one, rise and sink. Let's see if we can hold this, counting to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands to the hips, straighten those legs and step them back together. One last pose, standing here, we're gonna come into chair pose. We're gonna inhale our arms all the way up, bending in the knees, hinging forward, almost like we're seated in an invisible chair. We're gonna bring our hands to our heart, and we're gonna twist open to one side, maybe reaching those arms open. Back to center, reaching the arms to the other side, back to center. Come all the way back up, and sink all the way down into a forward fold once more, letting your head hang heavy. Maybe you have a slight bend in your knees. And let's take 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. Bending our knees, we'll come all the way down to our knees, sitting back on our heels, and let's just start to roll our shoulders back. And roll our shoulders forward. And one more time, let's bring our arms all the way up to the ceiling, all the way back down to our heart, and let's find that heartbeat once more. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Take our hands back down to our legs, opening our eyes, and let's get ready to start our day one more time with I am focused.